What is up, wrestling fans? Welcome to episode 120 of Smack Talk from SmarkOutMoment.com. I'm your host, as always, Tony Mango, and with me on the mic this evening, we have two people that you should recognize. We have Mr. Mike Payton.
Yo, it's me. It's me. It's just me.
It's Mikey P.
And it's also him, Mr. Steven Wego.
No.
Tonight on the show, our main event's going to be a full review of the 2014 Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming up after the rest hold. But before we get into that, there's two other things we do first each and every week. And since this is part one, you know what that means. It's time for the Wrestling Trivia Question of the Week, otherwise known as the segment we like to call the Ask Him. So, passing this on to our very own Wegopedia, what was last week's question and who got it right?
Last week's question was which Elimination Chamber participants had entered at number one and won the whole thing, and what events they'd done it at. It went to Andre Rosa, and he picked The Undertaker, CM Punk, and Edge, and he was correct.
And I don't think I would have gotten a single one of them. So, good job, Andre. Now, Peyton, you have this week's question, right?
I do have a question. So, as you all know, with the Ask Him, the opening segment here on Smack Talk, the way this works is we have a two-part question. First one I ask to our panel of hosts here, and the second one I offer out to you, the listeners, to ask in the comments below. Or if you are listening on iTunes or Stitcher Radio, you can go ahead and submit it through Twitter or Facebook, or I guess there's an email you probably can too. You can find a way to get to us. There's no real prize. It's just our admiration. You get to call your name out here on the show. We also call your name out if you're wrong, too, but only instead of praising you, we make fun of you. So either way, participate and you get your name on the show. The question this week, first off, for our host here, the topic is referees. For you fellas, this referee is best known for, while he is refereeing matches, wearing very short shorts.
Oh, you're about the fucking TNA guy.
There's a guy who wears shorts in TNA.
Yeah, well, they used to be, but he's gone since forever.
His name starts with an S, doesn't it?
It does. That I actually wasn't even referring to that guy because he's not famous for it, but I'll give partial credit for that one, if you can name the name.
I can't. I'm out of it. It's TNA.
Well, that guy's Skip Johnson, but there's another guy who's famous for wearing shorts while special guest refereeing, and you really don't know who it is?
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you just said refereeing. I didn't hear guest refereeing.
Oh shit! Yeah, the Bret Hart and Undertaker match. He was wearing it then.
I think one or two
Triple
other
H,
matches he did.
Triple H versus The Rock in both matches.
Huh.
Yeah, he rocked those things. All right. Well, this one's going to go a little more old school than that, if that wasn't old school enough for you. I have been getting deep into the WWE network, and so that one has inspired this question for you, the listeners. WrestleMania I also featured a lot of celebrity involvements. In the main event, which featured Hulk Hogan and Mr. T teaming up against the team of Roddy Piper and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, who counted the 3 count at the end of the match? That's your question.
All right, guys, if you think you know the answer, go ahead and take a guess. Leave your comments below or send a tweet at SmarkOutMoment with the hashtag AskHim. And on the next episode, you'll win a fabulous no prize. And if you get it wrong, you'll get the punishment of Peyton instead of the Wrath of Wago. We'll be right back on part 2 with the hot tags of the week.